Victims of persistent clashes between natives and nomadic herdsmen at Agogo in the Ashanti region are to receive support as an education fund set by a local businessman. Children of the deceased members of the community are being targeted for assistance from the initiative by Managing Director of Asado Waste Collection and Management. Edward Asado will contribute 20,000 Ghana cedis every year to support the education of children whose parents have died. It follows a Joy News Hotline documentary, Violent Shepherds, which revealed over 50 local farmers in Agogo have been killed in ensuing herdsman-farmer clashes in the last 15 years. My colleague Ohiming Teria, who has been investigating herdsman-farmer clashes in Ashanti, Eastern and Bono Ahafo regions, reports.
Beginning this year, Mr. Asado will set aside 20,000 Ghana cedis annually for the endowment fund. Residents of Agogo, mostly farmers, have for years endured destruction of their crops by grazing cattle let loose indiscriminately by nomadic herdsmen. Confrontation between the two groups have resulted in bloodshed, rape, and other devastating consequences, leaving orphans and school dropouts in their trail. Violent Shepherds reveals many affected families, especially widows, struggle to make ends meet, having lost their breadwinner husbands in conflict. Mr. Asado says he is touched by the revelation, for which he wants to help to reduce the plight of victims.
It's an issue that we want to help those who have lost their life in the struggle of the Fulani issue. We have some breadwinners that now they are no more. We want to set up an education fund that can help those Fulani people who has been lost their life and their widows and their kids are involved. Now their breadwinners are no more. So we need to think about them. How are we going to help those people who have lost their mothers and fathers? So we just want to set up an education fund to help those who have lost their family or their breadwinners. I know the Fulani issue is a very strong issue about Asante Achim Agogo, because as at now we are still having the same problem, and we want to do something to help those who have.
Disbursement is expected to begin in earnest by next week, pending constitution of a board of trustees. Mr. Asado appeals to individuals and corporate entities to contribute to the fund to bring relief to displaced families.
Always we have a social responsibility as an individual and as a company as Asado Royal Waste Management. We have to help our society as an social responsibility. It's not enough, and as a company we cannot do it alone, and we are pleading to an individual to come to help. When it touches your heart to help those who has passed away or to help our education fund in Asante Achim North, I think God will surely bless you.